I've been always very sensitive to the changes to our environment, and even more so when I had a son. That really pushed me to do something about it. So I decided to quit my job in multinational and started restoring the balance in our planet, on our planet. I joined WeForest. It's an NGO that Bill Liao founded, an NGO committed to cooling the world by planting trees to halt climate change and halt poverty. Most of the time we talk about the carbon of the trees, but it's not paying justice to the trees and all their contributions. As you know, trees are much more than carbon. They actually bring biodiversity, they generate the water cycle, and they stop, obviously, desertification, sorry. But did you know that trees actually make clouds? The tree leaves and the vegetation are colonized by particles and microorganisms that actually, when they evaporate, seed clouds by actually condensing water. By increasing the clouds by 2%, and those are low altitude clouds that actually have a very high albedo and cool the earth. By increasing the cloud cover of 2% by 2%, we can actually counter current global warming. And we can do that until low carbon energies are available. And we can achieve a 2% cloud cover by planting 20 million square kilometers of forest. Obviously, when we plant forest, the people living in those communities need to benefit from this newly planted forest. The project I'm going to present to you tonight is very special. It's in Zambia, in the Copper Belt, a very damaged area. And there we are bringing a paradigm shift into sustainability in the prisons. Zambia is not just any choice. As you might know, it's the second most deforested country in the world, just after Indonesia. Very high unemployment, very high level of poverty. And as you might also know, there's a very big correlation between poverty and environmental degradation. As you can see here, we weren't allowed to take pictures inside the prison. So we have the children, we have the medical center, and the water system that you can see at the prison. This prison was built in 1960 for 1,000 people. Today, 1,800 people live there, plus the children, because the women are allowed to have their children in their rooms with other inmates until age 5. After that, the children are sent out on the streets, or if they're lucky, maybe to an orphanage. As we were not able to take pictures inside, we took the pictures outside. These are the families of the inmates waiting for the sentence, waiting for their husband or father to come out of the prison. They rent these little houses and live there. This is the plan for our project. The whole prison has a surface of 159 hectares. We are going to reforest 79 hectares. Underneath you see the permaculture garden. At the top you see the moringa forest. You know that moringa is a wonder tree. It can cure more than 300 sicknesses, and it's a superfood. And we will plant pine and eucalyptus, which are actually exotic trees for that area, but will bring fast timber in order to bring income to the prison. In Zambia, there's almost no tree, and there's an urgent need to start planting, also for timber. And in the middle, we are training people to a sustainable alternative to slash and burn, which is actually devastating this whole area of Africa. So what are the benefits for the people? Besides participating in a wonderful project, actively planting, so having physical activity, they will have a better food and a better nutrition. The surplus of the vegetable and fruit that will be produced there will actually be sold outside of the prison and bring some money to buy maybe some meat, or to also buy some medicine and some medical equipment. The people will be trained for when they leave the prison on permaculture, so when they have their little garden, they can plant and have a very productive revenue. The timber will also bring revenue for building a gym in the long run, but obviously that's going to take some years. Our projects, obviously, because they address poverty, are located in the most poor countries of the world. The companies, a lot of companies are supporting us. Those are some names. They support us out of CSR commitment on marketing campaigns to plant hundreds and thousands of trees. This is an example of one of the campaigns that we have for service industry, or for example, for a marketing campaign. WeForest is obviously going to celebrate 2011, which is the International Year of Tree. We partner with anyone who wants to really make a difference planting trees. I want to thank you very much for the contribution you might want to be doing tonight. And remember, any pants counts.